Yo guys, what's up? It's Blackheart here and welcome to a new video. Oh, what's that? Yep, you're not blind. Today I am on Street Fighter. Yeah, that's absolutely insane, right? I wanted to make this video because I think it's important to update you on what I'm doing basically, and on my next journeys, if you of course want to watch it together with me, and also because I think I need to share something that really popped into my mind the more I played Street Fighter. So basically that is, by the way, my first 2D. My first 2D fighter. So I never touched 2D. I never played with 2Ds. It's a genre that I didn't never touch too much. And I wanted to make a discourse with you because I think it's important to make this kind of speech to you. I don't know, because basically for the first time ever, guys, since a long time probably, I am in the point of view of someone that is learning something new, of someone that is learning a new fighting game. And that's something that I think is very important because it really helps you put a lot of things into perspective. I'm gonna open up some recent replays of mine in the meantime if you're curious about my gameplay. But really, the thing is that most of the times, you know, I think I get too used to how much I know about Tekken, to, you know, the fact that basically nowadays I played this game since like 10 years or something. I played this game basically since I was, I don't know, a little child, and of course I know a lot about Tekken. That's pretty understandable, right? I know a lot about how the game works, I know all the characters, I know all the moves and so on. So sometimes, you know, I feel like I almost consider like it's something like I take it for granted, even when I teach this game to new players, right? I teach this game, I teach Tekken to you know, newbies basically. Sometimes I think I still make it so easy, like now you step here, now you punish here, you know what I mean? Like it's like you, at a certain point, you get too much involved with a single game. You get too much involved on basically the mechanics of a single game, that you take all of those things for granted, and when you gotta teach the same things to your students, you almost get surprised about, but why are you not doing this? I told you to do this, and so on. So it really makes you humble a lot, really. It really humbles you a lot, especially when... No, so now, basically, I wanted to make this video to try and share my experience with Street Fighter and trying to let you understand how different my point of view is, and how difficult it is to actually learning a fighting game. Also because Tekken is such a difficult fighting game. And now I understand better why people struggle so much, because look at me now, okay? I understood some basic mechanics about Street Fighter. As you can see, for example, I won this one, but you know, like, it's not so easy. Even though Street Fighter is probably easier than Tekken, getting into a game with completely different mechanics, with completely different with completely different way of thinking, with different mechanics and so on, it's such a hard experience for me that, you know, I wanted to share this with you guys because it really helps a lot. Really, it helps a lot in making you improve on different kind of perspectives, in how you learn a game, in the mechanics you need to learn about the game, in what you need to place there and there and there, what you need to punish there and there and there, and what you need to do there and so on. Like, it really amplifies your mind and your horizon. So my suggestion for you guys is try to do the same. I'm not saying like always play Tekken I gotta be honest, sometimes I get tired of playing only Tekken. Sometimes it gets tiring, it gets, I don't know, too boring to play always one single game. So sometimes I need some variety. I need to explore other things. Also for your mind, it's good also for your mind, because if you get too much focus only on Tekken, your mind gets also numb, you know, always do the same stuff, always playing ranked Tekken. So I felt like I need a little bit of a break. And I found my peace in Street Fighter, which I know a lot of people are criticizing the gameplay and so on. And for my experience, I can understand why. The game is very stressful. The game is very offensive heavy, as much as Tekken. but you know, it helps me with understanding some things about Tekken that I didn't that I wasn't understanding before. How hard is actually to sidestep in Tekken? How hard is actually because, for example, look at Street Fighter. Street Fighter is not as like every character in Street Fighter. It's not like they have I don't know 10 million moves, but still I'm struggling a lot to punish these moves. Okay, some of these moves. And imagine a game like Tekken, in which basically there are 100 moves for every character, and remember every single frame, every single punish, and so on. It's our job that it cannot be done in one day. It really makes you introspective about how hard it actually is to master a fighting game. So I want to just show you some gameplay. For example, I'm gonna show you against this guy. I seem like a green rank. I am basically still a green rank in Street Fighter. I picked this fighting game since 4 years. Sorry, 4 days, 3 days, 4 days. I got to platinum for now, so actually I'm very happy of this achievement. I got to platinum, so you know, like not like the. It should be like, I think it's like a blue rank on Tekken, something like this. And of course, I'm very happy of the result. Of course, I still have a lot to learn, a lot of punishment. Some characters I never saw. For example, today for the first time I played against Lily, which is not Tekken Lily, by the way, a different Lily. But it was for the first time I never met this character, for example. And for example, now I'm against a character that I kind of don't understand still. For example, Aki. And I want to also show you, because I'm very enthusiastic about this, about how hard it actually is to learn a fighting game. For example, look, this shit. I need to understand that every character, for example, you know, here I try to zone Aki from 3 kilometers with the Hadouken, but Aki just went through my projectile. For example, I want to see something to you with you here now. Again, she went completely through my projectile. Could I have? No, sorry. Could I have punished, for example, this attempt? This is minus 18. So here I can actually punish, and now I know. Now I know for a fact. Wait, who is minus 18? It has several. It has several active frames. Oh my god, this character seems kind of weird, by the way. Oh yeah, maybe with a time frame. Let me see. And now I'm gonna do a time frame. Yeah, you see punish. You see punish counter. Okay. So now I know. Next time, if that guy does the same move, I'm gonna punish better. I'm gonna punish more efficiently. And also, for example, another thing that I kind of struggled with Street Fighter in the beginning is the combo structure. It's completely different from Tekken. Here you don't have a launcher, then filler, then tornado, and so on, of course. Here, basically, the combos are this into that, into that, into that. And the opponent is always standing, basically, doing these things. For example, look at that combo I just did, right? Into this, into that, into that, into the... I still have some problems with the links, by the way. The combo structure is so different from Tekken, but it's really... Yeah, this is a combo, for example, you see? It's all standing. The opponent is never floated too much. For example, you see that, of course, now that I'm a newbie in this game, I don't know a lot of stuff. For example, I didn't know that this stuff is launch punishable. Basically, if I blocked it. Another mistake I do very often, for example, and also it's something that comes out of Tekken, is the fact that on Tekken it's kind of easy to approach opponents, right? You have moves from 3 kilometers, like it's very easy to approach also with the movement is helps you approach opponents a lot. In this game, approaching, I think it's harder. Apart from when you use drive rush, if it's, for example, something I'm not using, I make the mistake of jumping a lot in this game for now. I'm jumping too much. In fact, against an experienced opponent, I probably get anti-air every 2 seconds. For example, you see how much this guy is spamming this attack from 3 kilometers, and I didn't know that. I didn't know it was punishable. So I'm hitting it every time. That's why I mean, you have to learn a lot of mechanics still, you know. Look how much I'm jumping, you know. That's a mistake I'm doing. And again, I'm trying now, since I am the noob in this situation, to try and look at my replays, look at what I'm doing, and trying to improve on those situations, because it's exactly how you improve in a fighting game, I think. And but here I don't know why I got a mistake. Here, like the thing that is easier for me right now is the combos, because I think it's the easiest part about every fighting game probably. So I don't know. Here I messed up for some reason. And did he punish me? He punished me. Good job, for example. You see, but the basic structure of the game is the same as Tekken. Punish, with punish, you know, movement a little bit, food seed and so on. Of course, in a different kind of setting, of course. For example, he will do. He does this fucking move every single time. For example, here I would have probably blocked and punished again. Probably. Let me see. Oh, beauty. Yeah, you see. Now I realize how dumb I. But does this character go under highs though? Okay. Now I realize how dumb I was, but it's because there's a lot to learn new, and it's something that I also find fun. So try to do the same on Tekken, guys. Especially if you're a new player. I'm giving this as a tip for you. I'm doing a lot of these kind of things, like I'm doing now with you. I try to look at my own replays. I'm trying to look at what I'm messing up the most, so I can translate that kind of mistakes in something that makes me improve in something I care. I picked up Street Fighter because again I never touched 2D, and I would like to see how the mechanics of the 2Ds worked. And now I got them a little bit more, and I would love to try even more 2Ds very soon. So hopefully you do the same, guys. And nothing. I wanted to share this very quick experience with you. Let me know if you ever got, and how Street Fighter really humbled my perspectives on some things. I don't know, guys. Hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you liked what I said, and see you guys very soon again. Take care. Love you. Bye.